The motto of the Blacksmiths Guild is "By hammer and hand all art does stand," which basically means without the blacksmith, traditionally, no other art, craft can exist, because the blacksmith was the man who made all the tools. First of all, the beauty about blacksmithing is no 2 days are alike. All the jobs are different. The easy answer for a blacksmith is a person who changes the shape of metal. The other thing is, why am I called a blacksmith? Now, if you ask somebody who works in gold, they're called a goldsmith. Somebody who works with silver, it's called a silversmith. But a blacksmith works with black iron. So hence the word blacksmith. When you realise that how many people in this country are called Smith, and most people who are called Smith, their name derives from ancestors who were blacksmiths. There were thousands and thousands, but now they reckon there's only about 500 left in the country.
I have a lot of comments on a very regular basis as to the job role and who should be doing the job, and then to turn around the corner and see a lady doing it, a lot of people are quite surprised. But I think they only have to be in our company for a short time, watch what we do, see what we're making, and really understand what it is that we do here. I think it's a lot of misconception that we're not all burly men making swords and axes, and there is another side to being a blacksmith. A lot of the stuff that we make is functional first and foremost, and then from that we try and make it a little bit more attractive, more interesting, more bespoke. Everything that we make has a purpose. There is a lot of traditional aspect that you have to incorporate. Certain items that I will make that you couldn't have done 100 and 200 years ago, because I'm using modern tools to do that. But it's combining the traditional side of things and then adding a flavour of new technique that really opens up the realms of what you can create. A lot of people are surprised at what we can do with metal, and how we can make some really quite intricate and interesting things with it.
I've done work obviously for Torre Abbey. The council quite often call on me to do conservation and restoration work. If you know Paignton Parish Church, behind Paignton Parish Church there's a set of railings and steps on what they used to be called the Bishop's Palace. I made those, but I had to make them in the same way they were made 300, 400, 500 years ago. That's where I get a kick from, and I found that superb. Cockington's a wonderful place to work. The environment is superb. Even when it's chucking it down with rain, it's still a lovely place to go.
I mean, Torbay is such a rich source of influence, whether it's sea, countryside. A lot of the more organic work that I do is all based around plants and nature, and of course it's in abundance. I mean, it's such a lovely and relaxed atmosphere and an environment, especially in Cockington, where, you know, to be creative. It's just a phenomenal place to just let your mind go. The inspiration is everywhere.